Hamas seeks to continue the suffering of the hostages they're holding in captivity, the suffering of the people of Israel, and the suffering of the people of Gaza. Hamas has been firing at the Kerem Shalom crossing, the very same crossing that Israel uses to send aid into Gaza, which has come under countless attacks by Hamas. Hamas is trying to prevent Israel from alleviating the suffering of the people of Gaza. Hamas is increasing its attacks against Israeli civilians, while Israel is increasing its humanitarian efforts for Gazan civilians. Because our war is against Hamas, not against the people of Gaza. Today, aid trucks began entering Gaza through the temporary pier, J-Lats, built of the coast of Gaza in cooperation with the United States Central Command. This is one of the biggest joint humanitarian operations that has been undertaken. And it sends a clear message about our intentions. Israel is trying to alleviate the suffering caused by the war Hamas started on October 7th, because Israel sees the suffering of civilians as a tragedy, while Hamas sees the suffering of civilians as a strategy. We will not let Hamas stop the avalanche of aid going into Gaza. We have been ramping up the amount of food and aid going into Gaza. Here are the facts. In the last few days alone, 365 aid trucks made their way into Gaza through a new land crossing we opened called Erez West and through the Kerem Shalom crossing. These trucks carried vital humanitarian aid, including over 76,000 liters of fuel and approximately 90 trucks of flour. The contents of these trucks have since been received by the World Food Programme for distribution to the civilians in Gaza. This week, we facilitated the entry of hundreds of tents, which is one batch of 40,000 tents purchased by the State of Israel that we are transferring to humanitarian areas in Gaza. We will continue to surge the amount of aid going into Gaza as we fulfill our mission of bringing our hostages back home and achieving an enduring defeat of Hamas.